ability of the show, so then we thought, suit, this would look better.
Oh, okay.
Now I'm curious about, clearly you're bored with me now, whatever.
No, it was very interesting and I want a tape of it.
Yeah. I'm going to get you that tape, and you're not leaving till I get you that tape. Now, so many good things happening for you. Of course, you nominated for the Tony. That's a big deal. You won an Emmy. I'm just curious.
2 Emmys. Sorry,
I'd love to hear more. Do you have a tape or a transcript?
No, I know it was your Emmy that I won the writing, because I was up against your writing team, and I apologize.
Why would you bring that up? Why would you bring that up? Now I had forgotten about that, and now I have nothing but hatred for you.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Well, I'm afraid we're out of time. But I am curious about how you got started. Like, what was your act like when you were first starting out? Because I heard it was quite different.
Well, I was a street performer. My first gig in America is very interesting because it was to a bunch of U.S. Marines in Memphis. Everyone's going, oh, yeah, well, that happens. It does not happen. It was not supposed to. They have a festival, and they celebrate it, and they got street performers in from England because they were doing that, and then they got in a military band, and there was no... I was supposed to perform to people. There's no one there. So, in the end, I performed to this U.S. military...
What did you do as your performance?
I was on a 5-foot unicycle getting out of a pair of handcuffs.
So you're on a 5-foot-high unicycle in handcuffs?
Yeah, and talking to a bunch of guys. And in Memphis, they'd never seen a unicycle. It was kind of weird, so the locals kept shouting, ride that thing, bad boy, ride that thing. You ride that thing. Wow. And it was as if the whole populace of Memphis had got together and said there could be a unicycle turning up one day, and we must say, ride that thing. Boy, ride that thing.
That's all they said the whole time?
Yeah, it was as if they'd worked out a script on it. And then they said, I will not ride that thing. I'm from England. I can't drive. Go away.
That's great. You and 5,000 Marines, and you're yelling, go away.
Well, no, the U.S. Marines weren't from there, so that was just the Memphis population. Then the U.S. Marines who were drinking and going, hey, he's crazy. And 1 or 2 were going, ride that thing. Who were maybe from Memphis, but in the U.S. Marines. And then I did it, and I fell off, and I had them behind my back, and I fell off and crushed my hands, but I was trying to get money to have breakfast, so...
This sounds like a great act you had.
And now I'm Tony nominated. I mean, it's bizarre difference.
This is great. This is great.
It's like, you know, being a lion tamer and getting Tony nominated.
Yeah. No, it's like being a guy on a unicycle with his hands cuffed behind him and getting... now, let me ask you something about your life, something that I'm just curious about personally. You are a transvestite.
Oh, yes, sir.
Okay. And I'm curious, how did you break the news to your parents? Because you had to tell them at some point.
Well, absolutely, and there's some fantastic horror stories. I can feel the silence coming off the audience. It's great.
I think I should make you all feel at ease. We're all transvestites here tonight. Seth Green.
Seth didn't even know that, but we voted you in.
Well, it's so nice to meet someone who shares common interests.
Well, there you go. And it was, you tell your parents, and some parents go crazy. I mean, I've heard complete horror stories. It was a football match, soccer match.
We call it soccer, you call it football. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right. Because your football is the one that never touches the foot, except when the guy kicks it through the thing. It doesn't touch the foot, does it? Your football.
Are you making fun of football?
I am so much trying to do that, but without the laughter, I'm obviously not succeeding.
Because soccer, that name makes so much sense.
Yes, it's a toy game.
Yeah,
well, no, I don't know why it's called soccer, but anyway, it was a football match, and then I thought we could lose the football match and be my dad's going, we've lost and you're transvestite, and I thought that wasn't good during the game, so I didn't tell him.
So you're waiting for the right moment.
Yeah, then after the game, loads of football supporters going, who tend to be kind of, like this, and then my dad could have said, you're a transvestite, and then all soccer fans come in and kick my head in. So I'm just trying to avoid
going, oi. Yeah. That's what they do, yeah.
Transvestite at the game. And then, so we end up in a cafe, and there's 3 tables in a back room. Only one of them's taken, and then we sit down in the middle one, and then these people go. So I think, I've got to tell my dad now. It's fate going, ding, ding. Tell your dad you're transvestite. Oh, yes.
I always liked that song.
Well, I heard it very loud. And I said, Dad, I'm a transvestite. And he went, oh, okay. And that was it. And that's pretty cool.
So he was very cool about it.
Extraordinarily cool. He wrote a letter saying he thought it was cool, and he thought my mum, if she was still alive, would have been cool about it too. So he's been the most uber cool dad.
That was very, that's very good.
It's not a funny line, but it's true, baby.
Yeah.
So therefore...
True ain't gonna cut it.
True as hell.
We're going out on a laugh if it's the last thing I do.
Let's do the live version. What he said was, hey, I'm gonna skin you. Ride that thing, boys. What he actually
said. There you go.
I saw a funny line out there. It was over there, and I went there, didn't I?
And then you came around on your unicycle and you got it.
Yeah,
that's show business, folks. And now it's quiet again. The sexy tour.
It's called Sexy, S-E-X-I, just because I'm dyslexic. And you got to call it, I haven't written it, so you got to give it some name. I could call it Elbow, but I just think...
No, Sexy makes everybody think I've got to see that. Yes, it's probably real sexy. Right.
Elbow doesn't.
Sexy tour will start this August. And good luck at the Tony Awards.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, wish you the best of luck. Eddie Izzard, everybody. We'll be right back. John Mellencamp's here. Stick around. All right, everybody, we are back. My next guest is here with a song from his brand new album, Trouble No More. We are thrilled to have him here, John Mellencamp. Hey, that was fantastic. Thank you very much. John Mellencamp, everybody. We will take a break. We will be right back. That was great. I try not to. Oh, all right, that's our show. Do want to thank all my guests. Eddie Izzard, thank you very much. Continued success to you. He's a good man. Our thanks to Mr. Seth Green for being here. Big thanks to John Mellencamp for performing. And, of course, Jimmy Vivino and the Max Weinberg 7th Inter for Last Call with Garth and Daly. Bye.